everyone, and welcome to Makeup Minis. And tonight I'm going to talk to you about the different types of mascara wand and how to choose the right one for your lashes. So I've been asked lots of times about what's the best mascara to use, and for me it's not always about the brand or the formula, albeit that does have a factor in all of it, but it's actually about the wand. So there's many variations of mascara wands out there, and they are designed for a specific purpose. So I'm going to show you a few that I've got and tell you about them. But firstly, you might have noticed over recent years that mascara wands are either made with silicone or plastic, or they're kind of like a bristle, so it's actually nylon. Everyone has a different preference, has a personal preference to what they prefer, but if you want volume, fullness, lashes that are quite heavy, then you really need to go for the traditional bristle brush, which is the nylon ones over the plastic. Although they might actually cause clumping, so just be aware of that. Your silicone and your plastic ones are actually better for definition, lengthening, and actually separating lashes, and actually are more durable than your nylon counterparts. So the first mascara wand I'm going to talk to you about is one which is called a curved mascara wand, and I've got one here. So probably self-explanatory, so it's curved, so hopefully you can see that it's got this kind of curve here. This is actually a disposable one, but if I show you one that's actually from, this is Estee Lauder's, and this is their curved. Can you see? I'll move it over towards the white. So it's got a curve in it, and this kind of wand, it mimics kind of the natural curl in your own lashes. So that's why it's got this bend in the shape, and the purpose is to kind of curl and lift your lashes. It'll prevent any clumping as well, this kind of mascara wand, but really for your curl to last, it's advisable to curl your eyelashes first with an eyelash curler and then add your mascara. When you actually use this wand, you need the curve to kind of face upwards, and so it sits on your lashes from like root to tip again. Curl it in the centre towards the edges, and you just kind of lift it up with this kind of curled mascara wand. So you can kind of see there's a bit of a curl in there. So some brands that use that, so I just showed you, this is one of Estee Lauder's that have this curled wand or curved shape. Other brands are Benefit, Roller Lash, Maybelline Lash Sensational, Ico, Clinique. I've got one called High Impact Curling Mascara. So yeah, there's lots out there. The next one I'm going to talk about is a spherical, making sure I'm getting that word right, or it might be called a bowl tip wand. So might look a little bit scary, unusual shape, but it's actually great for separating lashes and giving your lashes definition. It's actually designed for the hard to reach lashes, so you really need to work with this kind of mascara wand in small sections. If you have hooded eyelids, it might actually catch your eyelids because it's quite bulky at the top, so maybe this is not one for that eye shape. Smudge free application if you're going to use it on your lower lashes as well, but yeah, it's this kind of mascara wands, the spherical or the bowl tip wand, is best for your hard to reach lashes, or actually if you've got lots of lashes but you just want to really give it definition, as I say, do it in small sections. Brands that are out there for this kind of wand are L'Oreal Telescopic Explosion Mascara, and Phenomenized by, I think it's Givenchy, if I'm pronouncing that right. So that's your spherical and bowl tip wand. The next one is probably one you see a lot of, and it's kind of your thick and your chunky bristly brush. I've got a couple here. Each brand will be slightly different, so it looks quite thick and bristly. So that's your thick, chunky, bristly brushes. So with these fat, chunky brushes, they're good for people who want a lot of volume and curl. Suppose the bigger the brush, the further around the brush, the lashes are going to have that curl. What else? Yeah, and it'll just be it'll just be a lot denser and a lot more volume on your. It'll kind of be a bit block style, quite heavy and quite full. This is kind of another version of one that you can use where you want it quite a lot of volume on it. You can see it's quite thicky, but it's got this little spectacle which you could use for any individual lashes to add a bit of definition. So kind of thick and chunky mascara ones. The one I actually just used was by Bare Minerals, and it's Lash Topia, so it's mega volume, and that's quite a big, as I say, brush. You can get one, I haven't got one to hand, but you can get one that's quite rectangle, quite short, and they really just kind of pull your lashes out and add new layers of volume and length. These rectangle brushes, haven't got one with me, as I say, I'm kind of limited with what brushes I've got to show you. You then have thin, fine, called micro, a skinny brush. So these are best for short lashes. With these type of ones, so the thinny, the finer, the skinny, micro, whatever they might be called, because there are variations, and they are, so for example, this is it's a lot thinner than this, really really thin. It just makes it easier to control the mascara with the amount of product you're putting on the brush. It's ideal for separating and making your lashes appear a lot longer, because it is a lot thinner. Your inner and your bottom lashes, there's less risk of getting mascara all over your eyes. So thin brushes basically help you define individual lashes, but you can actually use your thicker brush first and then just use your thinner brush to just separate any lashes without, you know, losing any definition. The next one is a tapered kind of mascara wand. I haven't got one of those to show you, but if I give you an example, so it's going to be thick at the base, but then it really comes into a point. So these are best for long, short lashes. Actually, it's pretty much an all-rounder mascara wand. So as I say, the tapered wand is kind of thicker at the base, but then it tapers into a really thin point. The pointed end just helps you reach those smaller lashes that you might have in the inner corner of the eye, or if you just want to kind of pick out some individual ones for definition. And the larger part of the wand is kind of plumping, you know, adding some volume. So I say it's actually, the tapered ones are actually really a good all-rounder to just give you that kind of full coverage. Some brands that have the tapered mascara wand are Benefit, Bad Girl, there's also Clinique, Lash Dublin Mascara, and I think L'Oreal have one called Lash Architect, I think it is. So that's the tapered one. The next one I'm going to talk about is the bottom lash wand, which might sound a bit strange, a bottom lash wand. It might also be called a miniature or a mini wand. So if you like wearing mascara on your bottom lashes, but you might get mascara on your skin underneath your eyes, or it clumps, then a bottom, or as I say, it might be called a mini mascara wand, is what you need. So again, it's a tiny brush. So if I give you an example, I'm going to move this. I've got a little pop up on my screen. So it's actually, it's like that, tiny. That is the amount of brush that's on it. So this would be sort of the band, and it would just be a tiny amount there, or it could be really thin. It's designed to get to the root, get into the root, and obviously through your bottom lashes and the inner corners, and also you do have it on the upper lashes, but in the inner which are quite small. So again, it might feel a bit over the top to have a mascara just for bottom lashes. Hi Jennifer. But you might feel it's worth it if you feel that, you know, you quite like having it on the bottom and you need a really small brush for that. So brands for your bottom lash wand, or I say your miniature mascara wand, is Clinique bottom lash mascara, and NYX have one called Skinny Mascara, and Pixie also have one. Pixie's in Marks and Spencer's or online. So that's your bottom lash wand. What else can I tell you about? So there's a couple more. There's one called Hourglass, and I suppose self-explanatory. Again, I don't have the actual one to show you that. That will give you kind of a false lash effect. Lots of volume, helps lift your lashes, but gives you kind of that uniformed, even look with your lashes. So a brand that has the Hourglass shape is Too Faced, Better Than Sex Mascara. So you can get them in Debenhams. And then another shape is the S-shaped mascara wand. So again, it'll just have this slight curve. And that's more about if you love layering your mascara. It's just designed to prevent clumping. It restricts the amount of product you put on it, but it applies it really nicely with this S shape. So that's about 9 shapes I've told you about. Unfortunately, I've only been able to show you about 4 of the ones, but I've at least given you some brands that are out there that have got different shapes. I think what I'll do is, it's quite hard sometimes to visualise them, is I might just put little pictures in the comments box so you can see the different shapes, and I'll just underline what kind of, you know, lashes they're the best for. But if you have any questions, don't hesitate to just put a comment in the boxes below, and I'll see you next month for another Makeup Minis. Okay, thanks now. Thanks for watching. Bye.